Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Eric. It's May 1st, 2026. And today, President Trump is coming to the Villages, to Middleton. And I'm sure it's going to be a huge crowd and everyone has tickets already. So I'm not going. I'm going to stay away. From what I read in the paper yesterday, only one road in and out is going to be open for those who are going, and everything else is going to be shut down. And then also you have to get there 4 hours early. And it's going to be 90 degrees today, 90. So I'm not going. I'm going to stay in my air conditioning. And, well, there's other things I wanted to do today. I wanted to talk about the lofts at Brownwood. Yesterday my wife and I signed off on the rental agreement, so that's done. And let's see what else. I want to talk about the proximity of how Brownwood here, Collier, the village of Collier, is really the place people want to be here in the villages. It really is central. I was talking to realtors, and they talk about how Eastport is the up and coming place to be. But half of it is dirt still, and I'm not going to wait for 5 years for stores and other houses to be built. I want to live now. Now is my time. And I realized yesterday that it's 20 miles up to Spanish Springs from here and 20 miles down to Middleton. So I really am in the middle. I really am in the middle of the villages now, not 5 years from now. So the sun's coming up. I'm going to pour my coffee. Let's take a quick walk outside and maybe we'll see the sunrise. Sunrise is at 6:45. Right now it's 70 degrees outside in the Villages, Florida. And I feel like going for a little walk outside. Dancing last night at the Sawgrass Grove was excellent. Rocky and the Rollers performed there, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The good thing is I'm dressed. I'm ready to start my day. Right, 6:30. Sunrise is in 15 minutes. Let's go. Out for a walk and enjoy the morning. I'll be taking my coffee in my travel cup here. Here we go. And I have one apple fritter left for later. I've been trying to manage that. I had 3 or 4. I got 1 left. I ate 3. Okay, let's go. Let's go outside. Not bad. Today's garbage day. Yeah, just put everything in one bag and they pick it up. Doesn't matter what it is. Cloudy today, right? See that? Cloudy. But sometimes you get the best sunrises that way. There's breaks in the clouds. Here we go, like right here. I see some pink. Clouds are going pink. Sun is coming up. Here we go. So yesterday I signed for my wife and myself, the signing ceremony, as it were, at the offices of the Lofts at Brownwood. Yep. It was a quick process. I thought it'd be more cumbersome, but went very fast. Now I just have to get some renter's insurance. But that's okay. That's good. It's good to be protected even in a rental. Yeah, sun's coming up. Look at that. Nice. So everything worked out all right. Moved in on June 16th. So I got a month and a half to get things together. Figure out what I want to put in the apartment. Start looking, that is. So, let me start doing that. Gotta get all the furniture, a bed, a chair. What else? I don't know. So you might want to know how much it costs to lease an apartment for 1 year at the Lofts at Brownwood. Well, I go by monthly expense. It comes to around $2,000, almost $2,000 for the rent, the base rent. Then you get your internet, your cable. You get your trash taken out. And what else? There's one other thing. I'll tell you right now. Here's my paperwork from the Lofts at Brownwood. You can see the configuration of the unit, the Petoskey 2 model. And here are what the costs are, if anyone was interested. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And that's what we're looking at. I couldn't remember what everything was for the base model there, but yeah, rent $1,720. Community fee, which is the amenity fee, it's $2,205 now. Trash, internet, $60. Total monthly costs, but there's much more on top of that. Got to pay the electric, water, renter's insurance. There you go. So at the end of the day, I considered all the expenses of owning a house, from the taxes, property taxes. Now they say they're going away in Florida, but I don't believe in all cases they're going away, if you know what I mean. Find another way to get us. Anyway, there's the property taxes, there's the bond payment. If that's not paid off, that could be hundreds of dollars a month. There is the insurances. Gotta pay insurance. There is the yard maintenance, pesticides. There's the watering, all the watering of the home. There's the new roof you have to put on every 10 years, right? Heard about that? Otherwise, insurance companies will drop you. All those expenses that go with owning a house. I figured I could rent and have the freedom and mobility of being able to come and go when I want. I can go up to Delaware, see my wife. She's going to be staying mostly in the house up there. I'm going to be staying down here. And it'll work. It'll work. You know, it's going to be an adjustment, but I think it'll be okay. You know? So that's what's happening. It's pretty, right? Yeah. It's good to get out now, early. It's only going to get hotter today, to 90. Here comes our flyover. Here we go. Good morning, birds. Wow. Love it. Yeah, so it was really fun at Sawgrass Grove last night. Really fun. Rocky and the Rollers was playing. But first, I went to Brownwood. And I don't know, I thought the group there would be different. I first walked in to the square and it was so loud. And am I just getting old? I don't like the loud music anymore. Like I would hear my own grandparents. It was just too loud, turn it down. But the sound guy was standing in the middle of the square there with his iPad adjusting the sound. So I walked up to him and I said, "Isn't it kind of loud? Isn't the music kind of loud tonight?" I said, "And it's been that way for the past 3 nights." And he turned to me with a deadpan look and he goes, "It's a rock band. It's supposed to be loud." All right, guess so. So I hung out for about 15 minutes. Didn't like it, wasn't feeling the groove, wasn't getting into it. Music was, the band I didn't think was that great. So I looked on the village's website and saw that Rocky and the Rollers was playing at Sawgrass Grove. And I said, "I'm going there." So I jumped in my car and headed out there. And it was good. Music was really good. The only thing about Sawgrass Grove is the dance floor is too small, much too small. And I don't think the developers realized the attraction Sawgrass Grove would be and the amount of people that would be there. It's just not big enough. And it got crowded really early. I got there, barely had a 4x4 section to bust a move. So, and then by 8 o'clock, 8:15, for some reason, everyone takes their drinks, their alcohol drinks, and they got to stand right in the stage. They take up the whole dance floor. And then I'm like this close to my coffee cup to someone, a young lady dancing right in front of me. And to the side and to this side, this got very crowded because people like to crowd the stage and just stand there and look at the band. Now the band's good, but it gets too much, too crowded, too soon. I will put a few of those video snippets and photos right here, right now. This is Rocky and the Rollers. They've been together for 27 years, they said last time. It's a long time. Yeah, they were really good. The band was loud, but they had a good sound. Really good, entertaining. You can see the dance floor is really small. Yeah, so when it gets crowded, when people get up there, start standing there with their drinks, it just gets to be a bit much. But it's, it's all right. All right. We had a good time. People dancing, people doing their steps, no matter what the song is. So you can see, it was a fun time. Had a good time. All right, now we're heading down. We're walking on the golf cart path, heading towards Eisenhower. And this kind of straddles Buena Vista Boulevard. It's good. It's good for a walk. It's early. I like it. So a little history of the Lofts and my experience there. My wife and I were first there back in 2020. After COVID hit, we fled from New Jersey, where the hospitals, there was 80% COVID patients in the hospital where my wife worked. And 20% was labor and delivery. So my wife was exposed. We freaked out a little bit. I had just retired. Said, let's get out of here. And we came to Florida as soon as we could. I actually made the original arrangements with the Lofts online contracted everything out online, signed the papers online, and we arrived September 20th, 2020. And since then, the Lofts at Brownwood last year was farmed out to an independent management company called Greystar. Now they manage everything, so the villages didn't want to be bothered with day-to-day problems with renters. There's 260 units, and they didn't want to be. Gotta watch out for the golf cars going by. They didn't want to have to manage that, so the villages farmed it out to an independent company. And although you go to the village's sales office to finalize all your paperwork and stuff, they work for Greystar. So that's the difference. It was more involved than renting or buying a car. It was very, they wanted a lot of financial statements. They wanted to make sure if they rented to you, you could pay, basically. And we can pay. So, and then that was it. Went to the Greystar office. They call it the Lofts at Brownwood offices, but it's Greystar. And the woman there walked me all through the paperwork. It was great, actually really great. I felt really comfortable making that decision. And at the end of the day, that was really the best thing, because now we have the freedom, my wife and I have the freedom to be down here in the villages, or just leave for a month or more if we want to go somewhere, or go up to Lewis if there's things we got to do up there, or if we want to see the grandkids for a couple weeks in Maryland or Virginia. It's freedom. I like having a house, but I don't like, at this point in my life, having to manage all that comes with that. Here we go. Morning. Everyone's going out early. Hear the train? All right, so I think we saw the best of the sunrise this morning. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Let's head back. Check the paper. See who's playing at the squares tonight. One of the good things about our unit at the Lofts at Brownwood is we're gonna be on the 3rd floor. So we're not gonna have people walking on top of us in the early mornings, waking us up, or hearing the flush of toilets. But the best thing is we have a lanai, and it's going to be facing east. So in the morning, you'll see the sunrise from our lanai, up on the lanai. It's gonna be great. And in the afternoon, when it gets hot, the sun is on the other side of the building and not coming into our business, cooking us. So it should be okay. I think we're gonna like it a lot. There we go. So the president is going to be speaking at 3 o'clock at the high school in Middleton. The village's high school. And security's tight, as you can imagine, after what's been going on. Doors open at 11 a.m. for people with tickets. Tickets were free, but there's no guarantee of seating. And from what I've heard in the past, there could be thousands of people waiting outside as the rally's going on because there's just not enough room. That's what happens. But the rally is mainly for Byron Donalds. He's running for Senate in Florida. He's great. I love him. He's wonderful. And so President Trump is supporting him. That's a great thing. He's taking his time. The man never sleeps. He never stops. It's fantastic. Look how nice his property is. It's really pretty. They do with their landscaping. All right. Coming back, almost back. Winter calm this morning, and there's Don's flag. God bless America. Paper. Oh, let's see if I can get this. Okay. Got it. And we are back. Front page. President Trump's visit to Middleton. What to know? All right. What you need to know is that parking opens at 10 a.m. And that's about it. Don't bring any containers. Nothing's going to be allowed in. Just bring your ticket. Be ready to sit in the sun for 4 hours, 5 hours. All right, let's see who's playing at the Squares tonight. Beauty and the Beats. That's who was playing at Brownwood last night, and I thought they were terrible. Anyway, Bluestone Circle, they're pretty good. Slickwood, they're okay. Uncle Bob's Rock Shop, they're pretty good. So I think we got a couple good ones here tonight. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be hot. I don't know if it's going to go at all. But by the evening, it tends to cool down a little bit. So it'll probably be around 80 then. Might be more bearable. The good thing is I have my last apple fritter. Last out of 4. I transferred my travel cup to my big cup. All right. It's going to be a good day. Relax a little bit, right? Relax. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along on the walk. And I hope you have a great day. Take care now. Bye.